Hey everybody, it is JPT back here on the Groundfox server, here in my nether tunnel, hanging out with the big man. This has been bothering me far too long, so we're going to take care of it today. Silk touch this. Oh man, I hope we don't die. So, I'm on later than usual, and there's nobody around. I swear there's other people on this server. This isn't a single player world. I was told that I could just hit this with a sword and it would stop whacking out. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I'm close enough for it or not. Hiya, yeah. Hiya, yeah, yeah. There we go. Interesting. That thing has been there forever. And I'm not getting this dirt back. I'm okay with that. Just slowly back into your spot. Just get out of here. I don't come through this tunnel very much at this point because I've been doing most of the stuff at the wedge. But I thought we could do something a little different today. I need some diamonds. And so maybe we'll go caving today. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bust out the old questions from days gone by. I realize how incredibly dangerous this is if somebody played a practical joke on me. But so far so good. Oops. You going? Ah. So I'm going to go get myself ready, find us a cave, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Haven't really found a cave. I haven't been so lucky. So, you know what? I think we'll just do some exploring. And I have gone this direction before. This is south of my base. Oh gosh. Base is about that way, but hey, I'll take the sunflowers. So we'll just do a little bit of mad dashing. Mad dashing. Maybe we'll run into a cave or two. I think there's an area over here that I was thinking about maybe building something in the future. So that's fun. That's fun. Inton is way that way. So I don't know how many people are actually over in this direction, if at all, really. But I thought maybe we'd whip out the old question and answer session this time around. Take us a little bit of a break from Inton. Want to just let you know that I'm basically reading from a big old mess. Oh yeah, this is it. Big old mess of questions that I found online that sometimes I just lean on if I need something to talk about. Oh yeah, look how crazy this is. I think this has a sign. Future JPT build site. Gosh, I must have done that early on. It looks foreign, doesn't it? It looks like the moon. If you take this dirt out, it just looks like the surface of the moon. Of course, there's not water in the moon. Or is there? Anyways, one of the questions I thought was kind of interesting because I've been having a really random time at work lately. I do work in radio, but I'm also, a lot of us wear a lot of hats. We are a small station. Bigger stations tend to have, staff that are dedicated to things like IT and stuff like that. But, since we're smaller, we're, privately owned, small company. We have 3 stations, which is actually pretty impressive for a small company in a small town. And as far as I know, we're going to stay that way. Oh gosh, dang. I'm getting myself in all sorts of corners here. Kind of have taken on responsibilities of other jobs other than just the on-air stuff that I do on a weekday basis. Oh, creeper. I want to say this is another area that we have scouted out. Look at this. We're surrounded by the forest. I like it. So this is yet another future JPT build site. That seems like that's going to be the screenshot of the episode. Actually, you know what? I'm going to grab these while I'm at it. Don't need all of them, I guess, because I can always make more. Although, as you can see, I've already gotten some stuff. I thought I found a cave, but yeah, that really wasn't much of a cave. Just resource gathering and hopefully not exploding by a creeper or any other random mob that might be in the game. So this week's been a really strange week with like all the IT problems we've had. Not necessarily problems, just like situations where I live about 40 minutes away from work on a slightly busy day. Make sure we're still heading south. And so I got called into work last night. Didn't really get called into work. I kind of volunteered to come in because we couldn't figure out the problem was over the phone. Ah, dang, I thought that was a cave. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna just go in. So I went in. The problem was solved in like 5 minutes, and then I had to drive home. Of course, I had to drive down. Oh gosh, during rush hour traffic in construction zones, which is all fairly. Gosh dang, you punk! He didn't give me a single thing for that, did he? Ah! Stupid skeletons! You've got to be kidding me. I hate these forests. I hate them so much. They do remind me of Cube World, which, by the way, hasn't been updated forever. I'd like to get back into that game, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. So anyways, getting back to the question. What's the longest I've ever gone without sleep? Well, you know, since I do sort of maintain the computers at work, we had a situation back before we got the system that we run all of our stuff through now was a DOS-based system. And anytime it shut down or got corrupted, you basically had to build it from scratch, and it was so annoying. And there was only one other guy who happens to be one of the owners of the station, also the engineer. He and I were at the station, I think it was for 46 hours straight, trying to get us back up on the air. Because essentially back then, and I've worked in radio for 15 years, back when I first started, we pretty much had somebody there 24/7. That's not necessarily the case for most stations anymore, but up until actually, I want to say last year, we always had somebody there 24/7. And so if something were to, crap out computer-wise, you at least had somebody there that could, figure it out and help you out and kind of be there. And this was way back when. And so the guy's name is Dean. He and I'm pretty sure I was definitely there for 46 hours. He may have taken a break. But eventually we got the problem fixed, and we soon thereafter, this might be worth investigating, soon thereafter got rid of that system because, yeah, it was not a good system. It was outdated. I mean, it was definitely showing its age. And the system that we have now is sort of the baby of that. So we were working, nice. We were working with the grandfather, I guess, if you want to think about it that way. And eventually this company developed another system. We bought it, and it's kind of getting to the point again where we need to replace it. And so had a problem the other day. Seriously, I did that so you couldn't shoot me. Well, you know what? I just shot you once, and you died. You shot me 3 times and had nothing to do with me. Oh yeah, give me that iron. I might actually end up with just more iron than diamonds, although I really don't need iron that much, but hey, I'm going to take it anyways, because you just never know. But yeah, 46 hours. Don't think I slept that whole time. What's that light coming from? Oh, gold. I see it. Just was wiped out. I was just stare at a computer screen long enough, it's lava. You build something, you flip it on. Oh gosh. He like blended in there. You build something, you turn it on, it doesn't work. You take a few seconds to kind of mumble under your breath, or sometimes you got to punch something, or just vent your frustrations. Oh, this is gonna be a hot mess. Oh my gosh, what the? This is unfair. Unfair. You gotta be kidding me. Did you see how many skeletons were back there? They're all coming for my sexy body. Oh, you're all dying now. Oh yeah, I got looting on this thing too. Looting 3. Give me all y'all stinking bones. Oh, you want some of this? Oh yeah, caving. Makes you feel alive. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. We'll go this way, because we know where all the baddies are. They seem to always find us. Oh gosh, a witch, a witch, a witch. She didn't make any noise when I hit her. Do witches not make noise when you kill them? This is strange. Ooh. Health potion. Potion of healing. Okay, so we've already run out of space. Perfect. So, yeah, not a kind of day that I ever want to experience again. Ah, we found a really good cave. I'm glad we walked and talked. I kind of stumbled into this, because I wasn't sure how that was going to work. I was like, I don't know how I could just talk and walk through these biomes without someone going, hey man, what are you doing? Okay, we've gotten completely lost at this point. I am not really going through this cave at any kind of... Oh my gosh, this is... Okay, so that's a dead end. That's kind of nice. But then again... Oh, I thought that was a spider. Again, not a situation I ever want to get in. Ever. So don't come calling me, but I used to be on call pretty much 24/7. I still am in a capacity. It's not fun. It's not fun, but it's part of the job. And it's usually computers don't break in the middle of the day, although lately they seem to have done that a little bit. It's usually, you know, a ravine. Perfect. It's usually the 4 a.m. phone calls, you know, a couple more hours before I have to show up to work, and it's just like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Don't like getting those phone calls. Those are unpleasant. I don't think anybody does, of course, but like I said, just a part of the job. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go up here and get rid of this. So that's not necessarily the longest I've ever gone without sleep, but it's maybe it is. It might actually be. It wasn't like insomnia or anything. It was just, okay, we got to fix this problem. I mean, it was bad. It was desperate. Like, that was back in the day when you just had to be on the air. Now we have a couple different things that we can do to work ourselves around it, but yeah, don't ever want to be in that situation again. Those are not fun days. And nights, and then days, and then another night probably. Okay, so that's a dead end. Perfect. Next question. What did you want to be when you grew up? I might have already answered this question, but originally I wanted to be a fighter pilot. Obviously, Top Gun was a big influence in my life. That was something that I really strived for. I wanted to say astronaut was probably looped into that. And when we moved, I then wanted to be like an architect. I'm not sure where that came about. I think that was around 4th grade or so. I like to draw things like buildings and stuff, which probably explains why I like Minecraft so much, and probably why I like building stuff in Minecraft so much, because I get to be an architect. So thanks, Mojang, for making my dreams come true. Ooh, gold boots. Oh wow, they broke my pants. They broke my pants. That's not good. Okay, where am I going? There's no rhyme or reason why I'm just busting down there. Okay. Let's just keep going. And I want to say I really didn't have much of a career path between architect and when I decided I wanted to be a filmmaker. I did go to school for that a little bit. And, oh, interesting. The radio thing just kind of was a job in high school. I didn't really want to get a part-time job that seemed uncool to other people. Mostly due to the fact that I wasn't much of a people person, and I remember talking about this before, so if I'm a broken record, I do apologize. I do apologize. But now I think I've grown out of that. But it's definitely what I tell people. It's like, how did you get into radio? Well, I just wanted a really cool part-time job when I was in high school. And I got it. And it was awesome. Because I got to sit around, push buttons when I had to, and then any other time, honestly, I could do my homework. I could goof around a little bit. It was nice. It was real nice. Not your typical high school experience. And that's actually something that I encourage my boss to do is I say, get those high school kids. Like, hire those kids early and often. You might get more bad eggs than good ones. But eventually you'll get kids that really seem to like it, that are really hard workers. And we tried to hire people that were older back when I was kind of in charge of that, just trying to follow a tighter managing strategy. And I just found that, people say they want to work and then they just, what? You saw that, right? They just don't work. And it's just like, okay, you're like, oh, I'm desperate for work, but you don't want to work. It's really weird. Find the right young mind that you can manipulate in a good way, of course. And you don't let go. Seems like we got some pretty decent kids now. I want to say things at the station are probably more tightly managed than they were when I was there. We'll just say that. So I kind of got a taste of the old days where as long as you were still in the air, it was a-okay what happened behind the scenes for the most part. And radio is just something that I've kind of stuck with. It wasn't, like I said, the career path that I wanted to choose, but it kind of became the thing that I did for a living and still do. And it definitely has its perks. Because not a lot of people have that job. When you go to places and you tell people what you do for a living, the first question they always ask is, the first one is, what station? And usually they ask you, and you are probably the furthest you could ever be from them being able to hear your station. And then they still try to figure out if they've heard you. And that's a little frustrating. I'm not going to lie. It's a little frustrating. Actually, it's a lot frustrating. And then even if they are in your area, then they start asking you all sorts of other questions. They think it's like the coolest job ever. Oh, zombie villager. I'm sorry. And it's not as glamorous as most people think it is. I mean, it's certainly a cool job. I'm not going to lie about that. But it's a lot of sitting around and doing a whole lot of nothing. Oh, phew. I got real lucky dropping that water where I did. Real lucky. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop that there. Let's do some... Oh, yeah, redstone. I'll take that. Give me that XP. Any diamonds? Not seeing any, obviously. And of course, working in radio has helped me with my YouTube channel, being able to, talk about things. When I started recording my voice for the radio, oh my gosh, it was awful. I actually recently found some old audio, and if I'm brave one day, I might upload it for you guys. It's some rough stuff. I used to do this thing, gosh, what was it called? The Hollywood Minute? And I kept trying to convince my bosses that we needed like a minute entertainment segment on our stations. And so I recorded like a bunch of demos, and that's what I found the other day. Oh, they're not... Oh, diamonds, perfect. Oh, good, gold. Oh my gosh. We've hit the mother lode. That was awkward. There we go. It's real awkward to listen back to yourself. And that's the other big question too, is people, is it weird is it weird to hear yourself talk, to listen to yourself? Because obviously when you're on the radio, you got to have headphones in. When I do YouTube, actually, I don't have headphones at the moment that loop back myself. Like, I don't hear myself in my headphones. I just hear the game, and I've got earbuds so that I can kind of just hear the sounds of the room. Oh man, that's another hot mess that we do not want to get ourselves into. You leave me alone. You leave me alone. You leave me alone lock time. Oh, someone's burning. Someone's not having a good day. Awesome. So we've got ourselves some diamonds here. And of course, again, we've got the fortune, so we should be okay. Let's direct ourselves more in this direction. Let's direct ourselves more in this direction. That makes sense. Spider eyes? Nah. Eggs? Nah. Zombie flesh? Nope. Got plenty of cooked chicken. Very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and lay this down. I will say, though, early on, it did really bother me to hear myself talk. And some people, especially new hires, never get over that. And it's really hard. So it's really hard. Like, you could have the best personality. You could have the best interview with somebody, and you put them in a studio with a microphone, and it can be a disaster. Seriously, it could be the worst thing you've ever heard in your life. And that sucks. And I feel so bad when that happens. Okay, let's silk touch these, because I don't have a decent pick yet to get fortune off of these things. Although I think I have a silk touch on that as well, which is funny. Hoping that there's not good. Hoping there wasn't lava underneath there. Let's grab this. Let's do some more digging. Make sure we're not missing anything. Because normally when you see stuff like this, as you saw here, there's diamonds, which is nice. I don't like to talk about work very often, but I think over time I've gotten more used to it. Because I understand. It's hard to talk to people about working in radio, but it's honestly even harder to talk to them about being a YouTuber, because they either get it, they've experienced it by watching somebody else's videos, or they have kids that watch other videos, or they just don't, they just simply don't understand how it works. And it's almost to the point where they just don't even have questions for you. They just kind of stare at you, and they kind of think some people think it's a waste of time, and it kind of is, but it isn't at the same time. You can point at plenty of examples of people making a lot of money off of YouTube. And I'm not doing this for the money. I'm just doing it because it gives me a good excuse to play games and also build an audience and kind of communicate with other people and kind of give myself an avenue in which I can vent more on a personal level, because you can kind of get personal on the radio, but you don't want to get too personal, because you gotta be able to convey information without people getting too attached to you, if that makes any sense. Oh gosh, let's just shoot this guy. There we go. Okay, there we go. I was like, there's a ton of hot messes up here. Okay, so this is much higher than I anticipated. Let's go ahead and just get a thing down here. Okay, I tell you what, I'm going to go do some more exploring, and I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. Look at what I found. Look what I found. More diamonds. More diamonds. Got 6 already. And that will give us, what, 10? Oh yeah, 10 diamonds. 10 diamonds. Feeling good. Look at this. Look at this big old ravine. This big old silly ravine. Getting ourselves in a good old mess here. Let's see if we can find some more diamonds. I almost missed those. They were kind of hiding. Hidden? There we go. That's the right word. I swear, I'm a professional person that speaks for a living. They pay me to talk to other people every day. It's kind of weird. I got my last paycheck, so I think I'm doing okay still. Okay, so we got some gold there. Let's just do that. That way we don't run into any weird lava messes. Let's just keep going. Did we find ourselves... We did. We found ourselves a very, very nice mineshaft. Mineshaft. Let's go ahead and grab these. Yeah. So I realized that when I was grabbing all that redstone, yeah, I should have just silk touched it. So I learned my lesson on that. This is turning out to be a pretty long episode. But I think what we might do is we might poke our heads in here. Oh my. See what's going on real quick. Because this could potentially be a really another episode kind of thing. Let's see. How big is this bad boy? I wish I would have brought an ender chest at this point, you know? When you start having that, like, oh yeah, we could have stored some more stuff a little bit better. I always check down here. What kind of biome are we in? Sunflower plains. Okay, so we probably won't find any emeralds unless we find something else. So I knew this was going to be a Q&A episode. And so this is probably all chopped up and edited all weird for you. So I'm not sure what the last question is that I answered. Oh gosh. Let's get to this immediately and take care of this because we don't want to die. I think it's too late. I think we screwed. They're coming from all the places. Oh my. Uh-oh. Yeah. That's no bueno. Let's see. One of the questions that I think is kind of an interesting question is, would you rather trade some intelligence for looks or looks for intelligence? I thought that was a vine for a second. I was like, what are vines doing down here? It really confused me. I think at this point in my life, I would like to have more intelligence. You know, I think it depends on your personal situation, you know, your personal life. Whether or not you have a companion. Oh yeah, you guys can come through here, can you? Make sure nothing else is coming. So then you're not laughing at me when I get blown up by a creeper or something crazy. Oh yeah. This is going to go on for a while. Let's see. Let's dump some of this stuff. Don't need those flowers. Don't need that leather cap. I've got plenty of gunpowder. Sticks and stones could break my bones, and I could care less. I guess I could get more of those in the future. I got plenty of those if I need them. Don't need the cobblestone. Don't need the andesite. Man, look at all this iron we got. Crazy. Ugh, I don't want to get rid of this redstone. I'm almost tempted to. Just because. I would say I think I'm an okay looking guy, you know. I certainly don't consider myself to be like the most beautiful person on the planet. But I'm certainly not ugly, which thank goodness for that. Don't think we're going to use that water anytime soon. So yeah, I think at this stage of my life, I would probably go for the looks. Let's grab these. Oh my. Lapis. So I think that, you know, again, it just all depended on your life situation, where you are in your life. Ask me that question maybe, gosh, even 2 years ago, might have had a different answer for you. It's kind of a, like I said, a who's who kind of thing. But I could use some more intelligence. There's some, like, especially when it comes to, like, mathematics, I could probably use some help in that department. That's one thing that I'd certainly could have used some more help with. Oh, you know what? Let's see. This is going to be way too many sticks. That's all right. Uh-oh, spawner. Spawner. With a minecart next to it. Let's see, let's section that bad boy off. Oh gosh. We don't want to destroy it necessarily. Let me, oops, grab those coordinates, because we might actually want to use that. I've got that record. I'll take the saddle. I guess I'll take the bucket. The bread we can eat. Man, there's like a hot mess of everything trying to come after me now, isn't there? Oh yeah, look at that iron. This is just a waste. Coal I'll definitely take. I guess we have more bread now, don't we? Ha ha ha. So, gosh, where's all that noise coming from? Gee whiz. They want my brains, that's for sure. I feel like it's coming from down here. Maybe I'm totally wrong about that. Oh gosh, there's another one. What? 2 spawners next to each other? That's crazy. I'm glad I kept recording. Wow. Definitely keeping the coordinates then. Oh man, buckets on buckets on buckets. That's crazy. Oh good, pants. Heck yeah. Give me them chain leggings. I got me some chain leggings. Let's make that into a song. That's random. Don't need that bow. So yeah, I think that's a pretty successful episode. Yeah, super glad I kept recording. So I'm going to just keep exploring this. I'll try to give you some stats on what I came up with after all this stuff. Man, that's crazy. I've never seen 2 on top of each other like that, or kind of side to side. Interesting. So if you enjoyed today's episode, or if you have answers to the same questions that I answered, so again, the questions real quick. What's the longest you've gone without sleep? Because I want to know these things. Oh, we don't want to get out of that mineshaft. Maybe we do. Good gracious. Look at all that gold. Gold on gold on gold. Stacks on stacks on stacks. This is nuts. Oh my gosh. What did we do? What deal with the devil did we just sign? This is crazy. We got diamonds. We got gold. Moving on up. That's what I'm saying. So that's question 1. What's the longest you ever gone without sleep? Question 2. What did you want to be when you grew up? And question number 3. Would you rather trade some intelligence for looks or looks for intelligence? Let me know in the comments below, because I think those are fun questions to ask people. Also, if you enjoyed today's episode, leave that like. I would really appreciate that. Also, if you are new or have been here before and thought, you know what, I want some more of what he's got, and you want to subscribe to my channel, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain one bit. You're going to get yourself lots of other games, lots of other conversations, even stuff from live streams. You just never know what's going to pop up on this channel. I'm taking a look at some other games for the future, so look forward to maybe some new series starting very soon. That would be nice, would it not? I think it would. So, until next time, this is JPT. Go play your games, and I'll be seeing ya. Whoa, wait a second, guys. Look at this. Look at this. This is bananas. I've never seen this before. A mineshaft in bedrock. That's crazy. Anyways, bye.